Hello and welcome to Rog's Crucial Tips. Now, we're going to be talking about RAM. People don't really understand RAM too much. There is people that do understand RAM, there's people who know a little bit about RAM, there's people that don't know anything about RAM. So, I've been speaking to someone the other day and they got told that they need to upgrade the computer and they've been told they need RAM. So, what is RAM? Well, we're going to be talking about what RAM is, what sizes it comes in. The whole point of understanding RAM is to understand what it's used for and its functionality. And this is what we're going to be talking about in this video. This level is going to be for beginners, and we're also going to be doing an intermediate level and also an advanced level. So sit back, hope you enjoy, and see you in a mo. Oh yeah, check out these beautiful cables. Custom to any color you like. 8-pin, 6-pin, EPS connectors, 24 connectors. Oh yeah, Shagmods, shut your mouth. Check out their website. So what is RAM and what does it stand for? RAM stands for Random Access Memory. So what we're going to do, we're going to make this kind of a easy understanding. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the core elements out from a computer, which is a CPU, RAM and hard drive. So we're going to implement this as being in the kitchen, because you all understand the kitchen, right? So the CPU is the cooker, the fridge is the hard drive, and the RAM is going to be your work surface. You know when you do that preparation of cutting tomatoes and onions and stuff? Well, that's how it's going to be worked and explained. Now, I need to make some onion soup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and grab the ingredients from the storage hard drive, which is going to be the fridge. And I'm going to grab the ingredients from the fridge, which is the hard drive, and place it on my table. Now, my table is only small, or it could be medium, or it could be large. But depending on how big it is and how many people work in there, is how quick I can get it to the cooker, which is the CPU. So I hope you're following me, because if you are following me, then great. But it's just the easiest way that I could explain it, and that is how RAM works. So the bigger the table you've got, the faster you can get things done. Now let's talk about different sizes. So we can go from 1 gig all the way to 256 gig. We've got DDR1, we've got DDR2, we've got DDR3, DDR4, and I don't want to completely confuse you, so we're just going to take it one step at a time. So what is DDR3? Well, DDR3 is the predecessor of DDR4. DDR4 is now the industry standard of speed, basically. It's faster, it's bigger, and it's more stable than what DDR3 is. So DDR3 would not work with DDR4 and DDR4 would not work in DDR3. Oh, what's he talking about? It's going all crazy. Well, DDR3 has got a different notch on the motherboard than what DDR4 has. And DDR4 has more memory banks, so it can act faster than what DDR3 has. I'm going to go into the shop and I'm going to purchase a laptop, and it's going to have 2 gigabytes of memory. What can I do with 2 gigabytes of memory? Well, I can open up probably 5 browsers, which I could be searching through Facebook, looking and shopping online, and I could probably watch one video at the same time. But you know what? I'm going to go back into the shop. I've actually changed my mind. I'm going to go into the shop. I'm going to go and get a laptop with 4 gigabytes of memory, and I'm going to be able to look at 10 browsers open. I'm going to have to stream music. I'm going to have to be able to look at pictures. I'm going to have to look at Facebook and look at videos. I may be able to play a few online games as well. No, you know what? I'm going to go up a little bit more. I want gaming. I want to do some gaming. Well, to start off with, I'm going to need at least 8 gigabytes of memory. So I'm going to go back into the shop and go and purchase a laptop with 8 gigabytes of memory, and yes, I can open all the applications that I need to do. I can open up the browsers that I want to search on Facebook. I'm going to be watching videos. I'm going to be streaming videos back and forth. And I'm going to be gaming. How cool is that? No, actually. I'm going to go and get 32 gigabytes. Well, if I've got 32 gigabytes of RAM, that means on my laptop's going to be very happy. I can do everything. I can do video editing. I can do graphic design. I can play music, I can play games, I could basically do anything with 32 gigabytes. Now, if I go up a little bit more, it's going to start to cost me a bit of money, but that means I'm heading for more professional use. But this is all about what we can do now. 32 gigabytes is a sweet spot right now at 2016. So my friend rung me up and he was in the shop and he noticed that there was a thing called megahertz. And he called me up and he said, what does megahertz mean? Well, megahertz means speed. And if you've got DDR3 or DDR4, it's all the speeds that you can get in actual modules. So how did I explain this to him? Well, I said that the Fiesta is 1333 megahertz. That's what it starts with. And the Porsche is 3200 megahertz. And he instantly was like, oh wow, okay, so that speed that I'm going to get for RAM is slower than what that RAM is, which is the Porsche. And I was like, yeah, simple. This is DDR4. This is really, really rugged. It's a rugged look and it's really powerful. But the whole point about talking about it, why is it a rugged look? Well, over the top of this little module that's sticking out here, that's your RAM. But over the top is your heat spreader. What's a heat spreader for? A heat spreader is to spread the heat away from the actual module to keep it cool to act at its normal performance. But then you've got this size RAM. Look at the size of that. That is a big bit of RAM. It's got a big heat spreader, and the bigger the heat spreader, the bigger it can get heat away from the actual module, which is the memory bank right here. Now, why do you need a heat spreader? Well, the heat spreader keeps it from throttling. And throttling means the hotter something gets on like a computer means that it will start to slow down performance. So the most quality sort of manufacturer memory banks that you get is like they've been improved so well to get away the heat away from the actual module itself. So I've got normal DDR4 here, and we've got DDR4 here. And they've all got different types of thickness and different cooling methods. Now, I've also got DDR3. So this is the new DDR4 and this is DDR3, and the heat spreader is slightly different. So manufacturers are always changing the heat spreader for optimized performance of memory banks. Now, I've also got a very small memory here, which can be used in very small computers like gigabyte brigs, or it can also be used in a laptop. And then this is a normal standard desktop PC memory. Since I've been building PCs for the last 15 years, basically I've been getting to know all the manufacturers that make RAM, and it's really quite cool because I've had loads of trials and I've had loads of errors at the same time. So in the links in the description down below, I'm going to be naming a few, but I'm going to name a few right now which are pretty recommended out there. Crucial, Corsair, ADATA and Kingston. Those are my go-to to go and get decent RAM where you don't have any problems. Your RAM won't be dead on arrival if you go and get cheap RAM, and your RAM is just going to work. It works to its highest performance. Those are the manufacturers I recommend so much. In the next video, it's going to be about intermediate and about heat distribution, and this is going to be about RAM again. Heat distribution, we're going to talk about XMP, we're going to talk about voltages on RAM, different sizes, and I don't know, whatever else I can think of to help you out there. But anyway, if you like this video, give me a like. If you didn't like it, dislike it. In fact, yeah, smash that like, make loads of likes, and make more likes. I know you want to see more videos like this, but if you didn't, just dislike it, and I'll see you in the next one. And don't forget to share the video, because there's so many people out there that need to know about this sort of information, and I like helping everyone. So see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.